Deep within Soviet Russia, a chilling experiment unfolded. The year was 1947, the place a secret laboratory. Inside a sealed chamber, 5 prisoners were kept awake. Their prison, a gas-filled room, promised freedom in exchange for 30 sleepless days. The world outside watched, captivated and horrified, as the experiment spiraled into a nightmare. This was the Russian sleep experiment. The first few days were deceptively normal. The subjects, unaware of the true nature of the experiment, went about their routines with a sense of cautious optimism. The subjects, political dissidents promised freedom, remained optimistic. They believed that their cooperation would lead to their release, a chance to return to their families and lives. They talked, they shared stories, they clung to hope. Each night they would gather and recount tales of resistance and dreams of a better future, their voices filled with determination. The researchers, observing through one-way glass, documented every change. They meticulously recorded the subjects' interactions, noting every shift in mood and behavior. They noted the subjects' growing fatigue, the subtle tremor in their hands, the flickering fear in their eyes. The once hopeful faces began to show signs of weariness and doubt. The gas, a stimulant designed to keep them awake, was taking its toll. It was meant to break their spirits, to push them to the edge of their endurance, and it was succeeding. By day 5, the experiment took a sinister turn. The atmosphere grew heavy with an unspoken dread, a palpable tension that seemed to seep into the very walls of the laboratory. The once lively conversation ceased, replaced by an unsettling silence. The air, once filled with chatter and laughter, now echoed with the sound of nothingness, a void that seemed to swallow all hope. The subjects, their minds unraveling, retreated into themselves. They sat in corners, their eyes vacant, their expressions hollow, as if the very essence of their being was slowly being drained away. Paranoia set in. They whispered to unseen companions, their voices barely audible, filled with fear and desperation. The whispers grew more frantic, more incoherent, as if they were trying to hold on to the last threads of their sanity. Their eyes darting around the room, searching for something, anything that could explain the madness consuming them. Every shadow seemed to hide a threat, every flicker of light a potential danger. The researchers watched in horror as the subjects, once humans filled with dreams and aspirations, devolved into shadows of their former selves. The transformation was both fascinating and terrifying, a grim reminder of the fragility of the human mind. They became hollow and desolate, mere shells of the people they once were, lost in the darkness of their own minds. The experiment, meant to push the boundaries of human endurance, had instead revealed the depths of human vulnerability. 9 days passed. Each day felt like an eternity, stretching on with no end in sight. 9 days of unimaginable torment. The air was thick with the scent of fear and despair. Then silence. The chamber, once alive with whispers and pleas, fell deathly quiet. The silence was deafening, a stark contrast to the chaos that had reigned before. The researchers, their faces etched with a mixture of dread and morbid curiosity, decided to open the chamber. Their hands trembled as they reached for the door, unsure of what awaited them on the other side. What they found inside was a scene ripped straight from the depths of hell. Blood-stained walls and signs of a violent struggle greeted their eyes. The subjects, their bodies mutilated beyond recognition, were barely recognizable as human. The horror of what had transpired was evident in every gruesome detail.